So you have so much money sitting in your bank account where you don't even earn interest rate, or you don't even earn enough interest rate on it annually. In today's episode, I want us to look at something that we can invest or put our money in, and at the end of the day we'll be making huge sum of money, and also our money will be safe in that particular investment. So if you are watching me, kindly subscribe as we move into it. I want us to look at mutual fund, how to invest your money in mutual fund, the benefits of investing your money in mutual fund, and also some types of funds or mutual funds that we have in Ghana that you can commit your money into, which is far better than putting your money in your savings accounts in the bank. So one may ask, what is a mutual fund? So in terms of mutual fund, we'll look at it in a way that when 2 or 3 people comes together to contribute some amount of money to an investor, or someone who has certified knowledge, or someone who is well equipped when it comes to investing in certain things that will yield return at the end of the day. So mutual fund basically is when 2 or 3 people commit their money together, and at the end of the day someone take the money out there, look at ways and means to maximize returns on that particular money the people have committed or the people have contributed, and at the end of the day the profit that the person gets, it comes and they share it to each and every contributor of this particular fund. So basically that's just mutual fund. So mutual fund, we take a look at someone, or we have an institution, or an investor, or some person who is very equipped when it comes to investment, and the pool of money that we contribute, the person take it out there to invest. So one may ask, what are the things that this particular investor will take our money into? Is it that the person won't just do us some massive silo, and at the end of the day bring us some money, as in like some kind of quick money? No, like mutual fund is not some kind of quick money. At the end of the day, the person who is taking the money out there have some specialized or some expertise in investment, and some of the things they usually invest, or mutual funds do invest, is in stocks, is in treasury, is in government bonds, and many other investments. So when they commit this particular money, they diversify the money and commit it into something. So they take a look at some investments. They don't just commit the huge sum of money that the people have contributed to only one investment, and at the end of the day when things doesn't go the way they wanted, things will end up to be backfired. No, they diversify the money. They will divide the money into several platforms, or several investments. They commit some part of money in this particular investment, commit some money in this particular investment, commit some money in this particular investment. So at the end of the day, if investment A is not doing well and investment B is doing well, the investment B will supplement the investment A, and at the end of the day what the return will be, you'll get to realize that the money will be somehow good, or the money will be somehow better. So basically that's a mutual fund, and that's how people commit their money, and at the end of the day they get to have some interest, or they get to have some returns from committing their money into that particular fund. So one may ask, what are the benefits, or what are the things I'm likely to enjoy when I commit my money in a mutual fund? So the first and foremost thing is the returns, that is the interest. So most mutual funds do have interest ranging from 20 to 25%. So at the end of the day, if you commit your money in one particular fund, like averagely, some people do less, some people do more than 25%. So let's say you've contributed some amount of money in some particular mutual fund, and the mutual fund is doing well. You realize that annually, or at the end of the year, 20% of the money that you've invested, or your principal, will be added for you as your return. So basically that's how people make money when it comes to the interest. One other investment benefit of mutual fund is that it comes with the diversification. Diversification is very simple. Like I explained earlier, the mutual fund manager won't just take the money and put it at one place, so you don't have the risk of losing money. Let's say if you invest your money in only stocks, at the end of the day, if the stock is not doing well, you got to realize that you are losing huge or sums of money. You realize that you are losing huge sums of money in that particular stock. But no, with regards to mutual fund, one of the benefits is they divide the money into several investment platforms. So when here is not doing well, here is doing well. It's basically like not putting all your eggs in one basket. So you divide your eggs in case the basket A falls down, basket B will be there to supplement basket A, and you still have some eggs moving on. And one of the benefits to, or the third benefit to, is the liquidity. So mutual fund, if you invest your money in mutual fund, at the end of the day you will be able to withdraw the amount of money at any point in time. So if you commit your money in a mutual fund, on any day, anytime, if you want to withdraw, or there's an emergency on you, let's say you have an accident, or your wife has just given birth and you want the money as soon as possible, you will be able to withdraw this amount of money as soon as possible, or anytime that you want. And the fourth investment benefit of mutual fund too is the affordability. So when you take a look at mutual fund, you can invest as low as 10 cedis. It doesn't matter, regardless of the amount of money. As far as you are someone who works, you can be committing your money, and it also comes with committing small. So let's say today you've gotten 10 Ghana cedis, you can put it on. It's not a fixed way of depositing. Once you have 10 cedis, you can put it in. Tomorrow, if you have another 10 cedis, you can add it, and it will be compounding at the end of the day. So let's assume that you have 10 Ghana cedis today, and tomorrow you don't have money. You can decide to just ignore, and in 5 or 3 months or 4 months time, if you have another money, you can commit it. So it's also one of the benefits of committing your money in a mutual fund. All right, so like I said, we have different companies or different investors in Ghana who opens mutual fund to take people's money or people resources to invest in this fund that we are talking of, or invest in the diverse portfolios that we are talking of. So in Ghana currently we have different forms or different types of mutual fund, but there are some 3 mutual funds that myself I'm very conversant with, and out of these 3 I've invested in 2, and the other one I have a good friend who also invested in it, and he's stating that the return on it is very good. So the first mutual fund in Ghana is DataBank MFund. DataBank MFund, I got to realize, or I started investing my money in it somewhere in 2020. That was in the COVID time. I wanted to buy one particular asset for myself, and I got to discover that once I invest my money in this particular M fund, at the end of the day, the yield that it comes with is much more better than me saving my money in the bank. So but initially or later part, I got to withdraw my money to achieve that particular purpose that I was contributing, or I was saving the money for. And the second mutual fund that I will talk about is IC Liquidity. IC Liquidity is part of the IC Wolf that I spoke about in my earlier or my previous video. I'll put the link in there. So with this particular mutual fund, it also just operate like any other mutual funds, and today as I'm speaking, they have a year-to-date return of 4.7%, meaning it's doing very well. And the annual return of IC Liquidity M Fund is 20% and above. I think 20.3%, meaning if you invest your money in IC Liquidity, at the end of the day, you'll be receiving some huge sums of money from that particular M Fund. And one thing that I usually enjoy most is whenever I recommend someone, especially people who are not that having this kind of financial literate, or they are not that financially literate, because I got to realize that many people, especially our sisters in the market, whenever they earn some money, they kind of feel scared to even invest or save it in their mobile money, because at the end of the day, something will just come and take it away because of how accessible it is in their phone. But with IC Liquidity, if you invest your money, you realize that it will be yielding some money much more better than saving your money in your mobile money. And the third mutual fund I will be talking about is Stanbic Bank Income Trust Fund. So with this particular mutual fund, I've never invested my money in it, so I don't have much information when it comes to investing your money in Stanbic M Fund. But I got to realize that it's also one of the best investment or one of the best mutual funds that you can commit your money in it. And the last thing I want us to talk about is ways you can invest your money in mutual fund. So we have different forms where you can invest your money or how to invest your money. So some of the banks are there, like Data Bank, like this. You can walk into the bank to tell them that you are opening an mFund account, and at the end of the day they will open the accounts for you and you deposit money in it and it will start operating. We also have ICD Liquidity, where they have their IC Wealth app. If you take a look at it, maybe in my subsequent video I'll be doing a video on how to open an account and also how to commit your money. They have an app, and once you sign up and you go through the processes, there's one particular option, one particular portfolio called IC Liquidity. So once you open that particular one, you can commit any amount of money in this particular fund. Yes, so if you enjoy watching this video or you want me to make good content like this, kindly consider to subscribe as we move or we dive more into this. Thank you very much, and cheers, seeing you in our next video.